Hello students, and welcome to our continuing lesson, and this is the third video in a series of videos on rational equations. And in this particular video we're going to take a look at a word problem, and it says here that if Joe works by himself he can paint a fence in 3 hours. If Mary works by herself she can paint a fence in 2.5 hours. How long will it take if they work together? Now, this problem here, uh, let's just think through it and make sure that some of the common sense parts take place. So you should ask yourself, should my final answer be less than 2.5, between 2.5 and 3? So let's just think about this in terms of what I call the sanity check here. Is the final answer A, less than 2.5, B, between 2.5 and 3, or C, greater than 3? Okay. So you should kind of check that for yourself first and think through that first before we proceed further. And hopefully you've thought through it and realized that it has to be less than 2.5, because if Mary, it takes 2.5 hours to paint the fence by herself, and now she has some help, it should go even faster. Okay? So one of the things that I'm going to do here is calculate the individual rates. Okay? So we're going to calculate, let me fix my zoom here. So let's look at the individual rates. Okay. So it says for Joe, and we're going to calculate this in fences per hour. So Joe does one fence in 3 hours. So that's a rate here of 1/3 of a fence per hour. Okay. Mary does one fence in 2.5 hours, which is 2/5, or 2/5 of a fence per hour. So for the combined rates, we can just add them together, because if they were both working together, well, it's just 1/3 of a fence per hour plus 2/5 per hour, and this comes out to 11/15. And it's essential that you keep track of the units here. Otherwise, it's going to really mess you up, because this is a rate that we're talking about. So now we've answered the question, how long will it take if they work together to paint one fence? So together, or the combined rate, well, if it takes, they can do 11. So if they need to do one fence, okay, and they can progress at the rate of 15 hours for every 11 fences. These are really strange units, but you want to set up the unit analysis so that the units that you don't want cancel out, and you're left with the units that you're looking for. So in this case, fence is here, the fence cancels out, and it's going to take them 15th 11ths of an hour, 15th 11th hours, and let me that's about 1, so 15 divided by 11, it's about 1.36 hours, and this is not 1 hour 36 minutes, it's 1 and 36/100ths of a minute, so that's really about an hour and 20 minutes. So this is about an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, but this answer is more precise, so we're going to go with that. Okay. So these types of problems with different rates and combined rates, it's a little bit tricky. The main idea is to separate it into their individual rates, and once you get the same units, you can add them together and then go from there to have with the combined rates. Okay. And as always, I mean, word problems are difficult. They require some serious critical thinking. that require you to think backwards and just think about the original part of the problem. We said that the answer should be less than 2.5. So we make sure that the answer is in fact less than 2.5. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. As always, keep working on this. If you have a hard time, don't be afraid to ask for help.